what's new in ArcGIS Enterprise 11.1. So this was just released on April 20th. Okay, so now a little bit on what is new in ArcGIS. The main update that we'll talk about today is what's new in ArcGIS Enterprise 11.1. So this was just released on April 20th. So it's available to deploy today. This is considered a long-term support release. Typically, these .1 releases are a long-term support release that include, all the fixes and patches from the .0 original release. So Enterprise is now available for you to deploy and migrate and upgrade your current environments. So some of the new updates that were of interest to myself, the map viewer. So if you've been following the map viewer in ArcGIS Online, there's been a lot of new updates there. Things like, we'll talk a little bit more about that here, but all the new updates from the June 22 and November 2022 release of ArcGIS Online have now made their way into ArcGIS Enterprise. And some of those highlights include a few of my favorites: viewing related records and pop-ups, better arcade expression editor, the ability to use pie charts to visualize data and tables and layers directly in your map viewer, and the ability to have different types of symbology like configure on-the-fly geohashes and binning. Some new updates to the scene viewer, like the ability to perform line of sight analysis or measure in 3D directly within your 3D web scene. Webhooks. So if you're looking to monitor your ArcGIS services when data changes, when data gets added, webhooks for feature services, events for create, read, update, and delete operations for referenced and hosted feature services are available. And one note I'll make here is that later this week we'll be releasing a video where we actually do a deep dive on different types of ArcGIS services. So I know it's something that still can confuse me, all the different service types from feature services to map services. So we'll be doing a deep dive on different ArcGIS services and layers. So be on the lookout for that video to be released later this week. And there's also a webhook here for geoprocessing services. So as jobs finish and the status of those. So being able to integrate with other systems using these webhooks in ArcGIS Enterprise. Some new updates to apps, like the ArcGIS Instant app. So a few more new Instant apps have made their way. We can see some of the highlights here: chart viewer, countdown, exhibit, media map, nearby, zone lookup, portfolio, and sidebar are all either new or enhanced instant apps available in ArcGIS Enterprise. Some new updates to Experience Builder. So we've got a variety of widgets that have been released in this 11.1 release of ArcGIS Enterprise: 3D Toolbox, Print, Timeline, Coordinates, Link Enhancements, and Sharing Level Updates. So a variety of new updates in ArcGIS Experience Builder. One thing that I really liked in ArcGIS Online is this members categories feature. So the ability to group your different users within your ArcGIS Online account into these categories. So you could filter or run reports on different groups of members. So these member categories have now made their way into Enterprise 11.1. We can see some of the updates to different server roles as well, including ArcGIS Knowledge Server, which is an engine for graph data and being able to analyze and manage graph data. So ArcGIS Knowledge Server now supports user-managed graph store. So an external Neo4j, which is a standard graph database. So if you've got data in Neo4j, we can natively go right in and pull that data into ArcGIS Knowledge Server now. And this introduces new capabilities available in ArcGIS Pro to analyze and query knowledge graphs in an investigation, a link chart, a map, and search and filter pane. So if your organization has graph data, be sure to look into ArcGIS Knowledge and Knowledge Server. So for the complete listing of what is new, be sure to check out this blog or go to the resource page for ArcGIS Enterprise. A lot of new capabilities in Enterprise 11.1, which again has been released on April 20th.